Hello everybody and welcome. That sounds so loud in my head. Why are these headphones turned so high up? Why didn't I check that ahead of time? All these questions and more will be answered today on LRRMTG. Welcome. There we are. I think that's properly adjusted now. My name is Graham, and today it's magic. Oh, it's always magic on LRRMTG, but specifically today it's Strixhaven. It's out on Arena for everyone. There's no special early day just for some streamers. It's everybody can play it right now and have been, so I'm even behind the 8-ball, which is funny because usually I'm so far ahead with the PPR. Hello everyone. Why can't I hear that? That's turned up on my end. That's weird. I don't know why I can't hear that. Oh well. Speaking of that, welcome back to Angelic Knighthood here for the 1 year. C-Tab for 75 months. Sithinen for 60 months. Kirby Tronic for 21 months. Avin the Strix. Magnus Carter for 42 months. The Mate for 39 months. I'm gonna get back to New Stellaris, but I like you guys, so you go on the TV. Well, hello from the TV. Sora Mayura for 6 months. This has been half a year already. Time sure flies when you're having fun. I'm glad to hear you're having fun here. Thank you. Simon 40 Russell for 52 months and 500 bits from Bent Branch, who says, already opened all my packs and went 5-3 with Prismari. Love you guys. Time to get to class. And Tabby Phobos with a 14-month resub. Welcome back as well. So before we start, we've got we have some where am I? Wait. No. I was right the first time. Because I'm looking that way. All right. We got some arena chores to take care of here. So, first of all, play Strixhaven. Everybody throw that in your arena. Get yourself 3 boosties. Oh yeah, this I'm buying these stickers, by the way, for the business account, because this Gormless Will trying to figure out stuff I think is going to be too useful. Get in our account. Now the other thing, we have a couple spare pre-release kits kicking around the office. So I'm going to open one. I'm not going to open the booster packs, but what I am going to open is the promo foil, which in this case is Wandering Archaic, which is cool, because, hold up, there we go. Also in the sleeve with the Wandering Archaic, which I will now put back into the box, deal with that later, is an enormous code. All right. There shouldn't be any way for someone to get this ahead of me on account of the stream delay. So I feel fairly safe doing this. And if I messed it up, well, congratulations, somebody. Boom. 6 packs. There we go. Yeah, it's a long code. It's a really, really long code. Affinity for Fun is back for 23 months. Roughly 21 Smurfs are here for 69 months. Very nice. Macumus for 52 months, and Aggro Crow for 15 months. I'm still astounded I've been able to be here this long. The first PPR was my intro to LRR back when I was in high school. Now I'm 3 years into college, and I still adore y'all's content. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thanks for growing with us. All right. One more to open 10. We're just opening one at a time, because the fun part about opening them one at a time is that each of the store boosters also has a Mystical Archive card. I love it. It's like, cool, also a mythic rare, but this is the content I crave. Actually, this is very cool. I don't know if it's playable, but It's a very cool card. Sir Trey for 19 months. That code was almost as long as this sub. No kidding. Whirlwind Denial. Now notice, Professor of Symbology is an uncommon. The Mystical Archive cards may appear up here, but they are taking the place of a common in these store boosters. So you still get a rare or mythic or wild card or whatever is here. 2 uncommons and the archive, and then 4 commons. So that's pretty sweet. Dream Strix, very nice. A little bit more game audio in my headphones. Oh, now this one, I guess we got a wild card instead. Unless, what? So, can you see these little tabs around the corner of the card? This tells me Planeswalker? Is that what's going on here? Oh, no, it's a rare archive card. I see. Interesting. That is very cool. I did not know that. This one is sweet. The Japanese Inquisition of Kozilek is also amazing. Oh, and this is our rare. Oh, I see what happened. I didn't even notice this was a rare. All right. We got another one. Because we got a Baleful Mastery and we got the little pokey handles. Crozen Grip. Love to see it. Cultivate. Very nice. Quandrix Cultivator. That's amusing. And Hall of Oracles. Ooh. That is gorgeous. Oh, this is the card I just opened in the pre-release kit there. Check out those vast lands. Is the audio a little flat, or is it just me? I don't think so. I feel like I can't get that any closer. I feel like I cranked this effer up there. I think we finally solved the we're lower than other streams thing, I think. I love this art on Negate. I love it so much. The Bear Bee, 42 months. Says, I've had this pinned for so many months. It's time for school. Yay. And Krieger-san for 92 months. That's amazing. Welcome back. All right. You may have noticed James isn't here yet, which means there's no one to stop me from playing Sealed. So we're going to crack into a Sealed, because I like Sealed, and you don't get to play it on Arena that often. But first, I have another booster to open. It's physical this time, because we got this thing of set boosters, and I figured, well, why not? Didn't Cam pull an Etched Foil one of the Mystical Archive cards? Yeah, it turns out all the ones in the collector boosters did have what they call the Etched Foil treatment. It just looks different than the Etched Foil. Like, it is Etched Foil, it just looks different than the Etched Foil from the Commander Legends cards. And it's very, very, very subtle. And very minimal, especially on the Japanese ones. On the Japanese ones, it's like just the line around the text box and the card type. It's very minimal. So, yeah. First up, we have an art card of Galazeth Prismari. Get out of here. There we go. Swamp. Spirit Summoning. Owlin Shield Mage. Combat Professor. Lorehold Pledge Mage. Lorehold Campus. Humiliate. Shadewing Laureate. Thunderous Orator. This thing does work. Sedgemoor Witch. Adventurous Impulse. Oh, and a foil. Ooh, a foil Shine Shadow Snarl. Nice. And I'll say, from my experience, the foils out of the set boosters and draft boosters are looking a lot better this round. Collector boosters, they're still pretty bad. Commander, the promo or the premium cards in the Commander set, curling pretty bad. But set and draft boosters, in my personal experience, pretty good. Grolux for 10 months. Hey, just got back into Magic for this set after watching your PPR. Had a lot of fun with my Silver Quill Seal deck. Hey, awesome. Wait a day and see. No, I have... all right. I opened this stack of foils. The green screen's funny. I opened this stack of foils from set boosters 2 weeks ago. Took this picture yesterday. They are still flat. In my personal experience. That's all I'm saying. Magic Thighs for 24 months. Strixhaven for my second sub birthday. You shouldn't have. Well, thank you for your 2 years. And Tim I Am for 59 months. Welcome back. All right, let's get into some sealed deck here. Yeah, I took that photo against our green screen, which is why it keyed out really well. It's surprising. Interesting. Gnarled Professor and Harmonize. Exponential Growth is like, nah. Plarg. Good old Plarg. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. Woof. Well, I want to be green. Certainly. I mean, Gnarled Professor is just like a very efficient creature. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. The archive cards are going to make this whole thing interesting. Ooh, Eliminate. Duress. Interesting, interesting. Regrowth. Okay, we do have some good green. Oh, but look at this. We got 2 Silver Quill Apprentice, a Shadewing Laureate, the Pledge Mage. Very good. Oof. And an Exhilarating Elocution and a Spiteful Squad and 2 Owlin Shield Mages. I can't speak with words right now. That's actually a lot of good. A lot of good Silver Quill stuff going on here. Chat's like, well, Abzan it is. I mean, yeah. We got a Murdering Karok, infused with Vitality. When this creature dies, return to battlefield tapped. Under control, you gain 2 life. That's pretty sweet. Deadly Brute. Each player sacrifices a creature, planeswalker. If you sacrifice a permanent this way, you may return another permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Dang. All right. Reminder of what Abzan is again? Black, white, green. So the suggestion, 3 copies of Expel. All right, let's just throw all the good Abzan cards into the deck and see what comes out the other end. This thing, that seems fine, but it could maybe be cut. 3/3 for 5, but with Ward. Silverbloom. Silverbloom is better than Witherquill, I think. I don't know. Tough call. Tough call. This is good. 5 mana for a 3/3 flyer, but it's very annoying to kill. No, I know they have to pay 3 to kill it. But if they just block it, that sucks. That's probably pretty alright. We'll throw them in there for now. Squad is good. I like Exhilarating Elocution. Obviously we got the Campus, we'll come back to that. Pledge Mage I like. Shadewing Laureate seems good. So I love this. It casts for a white and a black and a white or a black. So it's either white, white, black or white, black, black. Whenever another creature you control with flying dies, but most encounter creature you control, sure. You can stay in the lesson plan. 2 of those. I don't know if this is actually good. Leyline Invocation. Put a fractal into play, a number of lands you control. So that's probably all right. Professor of Zoom. Oh, Zoomancy. That was on purpose, but it didn't come across that way, so whatever. 5 power and 4 toughness for 4 mana. That's pretty good. Harmonize, absolutely. Gnarled Professor for sure. 2/4 for 3. maybe. Field trip. Search your library for a forest and learn. All right. Tangle trap. Sure. I like Scurrid Colony, actually. It's a 2/2. It's a bear with massive upside. It's a 2/2 reach for 1 and a green, and then it just gets bigger later. And the regrowth gets in. Big play. +2/+2 and reach and a counter. Wow, so it's +3/+3, but one of those sticks around? Huh. Yeah, all right. Yeah, and reach, yeah. Baleful Mastery for sure. Umbral Juke. So they sack a creature, planeswalker, or you make an inkling, instant speed. Seems pretty good. Leech Fanatic, as long as it's your turn, has lifelink. It's a reasonable bear. Essence Infusion. This card is a sorcery. We have some more content coming with our sealed decks from the PPR, and I again forget that this was a sorcery. Eliminate, for sure. Arrogant Poet, 2/1 flying for 2. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 2 life. If it does, you gain flying. Yeah, all right. Oh, Lash of Malice, 1 mana for -2. Heck yes, both of you get in. Mainboard Duress, you coward. I don't think you mainboard Duress, even in sealed. And then what do we have in white that's good? Pilgrim of the Ages. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic planes, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. I like Expel. Lean and Light Scribe whenever you get... Oh, yes, get in. Spirit Dog. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Stonebinder's Familiar. This ability triggers only once each turn. I don't think that's good. I also don't think this is good. Unless you're in, like, the perfect deck for it. I haven't even looked at the other colors. Not a lot of blue. Very little blue, actually, which is just fine. In fact, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue cards? 8 blue cards? Red. Oh, actually, we do have Augusta, who you could just run as the other side of that. Other tapped creatures you control get +1/+0. Other untapped creatures you control get... Oh. Yeah, we just run Augusta. Whenever you attack, untap each creature you control, then tap any number of creatures you control. Okay, we run Augusta for sure, because that's so stupid. And then 2 copies of Heated Debate, which is also very strong, but... Generally speaking, our lore hold cards are not, like, astonishing. Do we have the fixing to make this work? We have a Witherbloom Campus. Yike. We have an Archway Commons. Well, we've got some good lessons. We've got Introduction to Annihilation and Environmental Sciences, which could be handy. For white, you could have Double Strike. Yeah, but I don't think this deck is going to be hitting white very often. Why is it giving me 6 planes? Do I have more white than I thought? I guess so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess 10. 10 white pips. Get letter of acceptance for fixing. I didn't even look at it. Oh, it's a mana rock. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we do not need this mountain. It added that because of Plarg, but I have no intent. I have no intention of casting Plarg. But you can't change which side it displays and cares about. But Augusta seems absolutely bonkers. Getting to run 3 of the archive cards feels good. Harmonize, love it. You love to see it, unironically. All right, so we have to make 6 cuts. 16 creatures, 13 non-creatures. So probably we want to cut some non-creatures. Probably Exhilarating Elocution. Put 2 counters on 1 creature. All the other creatures get +1/+1. That's sweet. I mean, we do want some number of spells, obviously, because like Light Scribe and Silver Quill Apprentice and other, what do we got? Pledge Mage cares about Magecraft. I don't think we need this Spined Karok, frankly. I think a couple of our creatures are sort of eh. Hey, G, can you say Plarg again? Plarg. Big Plarg. Lion's Eye Diamond for 87 months says destroy target non-black creature. Wait a minute. April Fools. The 5 mana flyer seems a bit overpriced. A little. Yeah, it's hard for them to kill. Well, no, it's still giving me 17 lands. So I'm not gonna... Cutting the mountain doesn't count. I have to replace that with something else. So I still gotta make 6 cuts here. So let's see. Return it to the battlefield. Tapped under... Do we have any... That's an ETB. That's an ETB. Okay, so maybe we don't need Infuse with Vitality. Oh, Plarg, dude. Itoma the Fuzzy for 3 months. Graham and Arena, oh my god, but my day has been immediately improved. Well, welcome. Thanks for being here. Infuse could be removal with the Death Touch. Yeah, I mean, it's basically removal, right? So, okay, I'm gonna cut this one. It's a sorcery. It's a little more expensive. Like this is removal. This is card draw. This is removal. This can be removal. This is ramp and learn. So we get to look for 3 mana, look for a thing and draw a card. Is basically what that is. Removal, combat trick / removal. Get a card back from the graveyard. Removal. So like I'm not, and mana fixing. I'm not rushing to cut any of these, frankly. But some of my creatures seem like less exciting, but then I don't want to be in a situation where I can't kill them. This is not exciting. We're going to cut Spined Karok. Moldering Karok seems good. I like the Professor of Zoomancy. Some of my 2-drops are less exciting. Do you have any good lessons? If not, then Learn goes down in value. Yeah. I don't have any like bonkers lessons. But I've got so Introduction to Annihilation is good. It's just, I mean, they draw a card, but you get to kill something. Expand Anatomy is all right. I like Environmental Sciences. What other? Can I do this? All right, cool. Then we got Spirit Summoning and Inkling Summoning, which are okay. Yeah. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Got a Lash? I mean, Lash just seems like incredibly efficient. Insane Violet Mage got a gift sub thanks to Affinity for Fun. Thank you for that. And Vital Shell with a 22-month resub says this set looks fun. I agree. Lash late game is not great. That's true. I guess since we have a lot of other quite efficient removal that we could maybe cut 1 Lash, it just seems so efficient. Got the black 2/1, the Poet? I don't know. I don't mind that, actually. Being able to pay to give it flying. And we've got... we have some amount of life gain, don't we? Apart from just this dude. I guess it's just that pest. Oh no, this thing can get lifelink. I think that's reasonable. I would rather, honestly, cut, like, Leech Fanatic as a 2-drop. Yeah. In a vacuum, I would play both of those. 14 creatures. I gotta make 2 more cuts. I don't think I want to go down to 13 creatures. The lessons have to go in our decks? No, so, well, you can. There's nothing stopping you from just running them in the deck. You absolutely can just run them in the deck. But generally speaking, you probably want to leave them more in your board. I only have a couple. I've got 2 ways to learn. Yeah, I've only got 2 ways to learn here. I think I'm gonna cut. Yeah, I think big play. And I'm debating Umbral Juke. Do I need the letter of acceptance? Obviously, this is not what I'm running. I'm going to cut this mountain and put in something else. A swamp, I think. Yeah, I could cut field trip. Gnarled Professor's then the only way to learn, but that's fine because I'm not like relying on my lessons. Seems hard to balance Magecraft activations and having creatures. Yeah. With 2 fixers, maybe cut 1 land. You don't see white adding much to this deck? I mean, I guess. Well, so if we cut white, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, okay. We'll say that. We'll pretend we can keep. Not pretend. We'll say we can keep running this even if we cut white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards if we cut white. And I don't know if there's enough good cards. I don't know if there's 9 cards in black and green to fill that back in. Like, I think this is more powerful. Doing the Obzon shenanigans. And we'd probably lose letter. We wouldn't need letter of acceptance as well. Gail Adden. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I just learned it's my subversary, so I guess time to go check my sideboard for some lesson emotes. Thanks for all the great content, G and LRR friends. Well, thank you. Yes, this is sealed. Which is why I'm cool with being a little bit more greedy in that regard. Do you need both Silver Quill Apprentice? Don't need them. Don't need anything, really. Only got 14 creatures, though, so it's like I'm reticent to cut more creatures, but I could. I think, actually, I think it's one of these. I think it's Umbral Juke or Field Trip. And I think I just cut Field Trip. I don't think I need Field Trip. I got 1 other way to learn. I'm not relying on learn. I've got Harmonize. I've got Regrowth. I know that Juke makes a creature. That's why I'm keen to hang on to it. Okay, so then cut that, and we'll add another swamp. Oh, it resuggested. Nice. Okay. So now we're back up to 17 lands. That seems good. Now hang on. Do I not have the... Because there's new basics now, so it swapped my basics. No, we're getting Bob Ross back in here. Oh, those are nice, too. I really like the Bob Ross swamp in particular. Nice. Card backs we got. Any fancy card backs show up recently? What are these? What the heck? Am I missing something here? I don't understand. Strange. Oh, the college sleeves are broken? Whoopsies! Alright, let's try it like this. Let's see what happens. I did the play Strixhaven? I did the play Strixhaven code to get 3 boosters. And I entered a code from a pre-release kit to get 6 more boosters. Strixhaven is a different school. Yeah, that's the Esthetician's College on the other side of the Vastlands. Yeah, right. This seems fine. Silverquill Apprentice isn't going to be out there in a big hurry, but we get Scurrid Colony on 2. Oh, nice board. Nice board. Anything to F with? No? Well, this is very awkward. I have a feeling we're going to cast Umbral Juke before we untap, either to make a creature or to make their creature go away. When Promising Dusk Mage dies, if it has a if it had a +1/+1 counter on it, draw a card. What do we think? Do we want to make them sack that, or we just want to make a 2/1 flyer? We still only get in for 2 either way. Kill it? That seems reasonable. Goodbye. Okay, that'll be helpful. A little annoying, but sure. When We Are Both Cats has subscribed for 69 months, which is very nice. Welcome back. Alright. If you desperately need to learn, you may learn. If you wish to dissect your IBAT such that you may learn something. Holy moly! Alright. Well, I don't mind trading Scurrid Colony for a Beaming Defense. Any of our white sources would be real nice. Ooh-wee! Okay, deck, you are making fun of me. What's this do? Menace. 3/2. Whenever you Magecraft, make a pest. Ward, pay 3 life. Gross! I hate it. Do I just attack? I can't block the Sedgemoor Witch or the Eye Twitch. I probably just trade for Eye Twitch if I attack here. So I probably shouldn't. I don't think I will. But I do get to scry. No, they found their other land. They were off land for a little bit there. That is an interesting... Is that... Oh, that's Ward. Ah, that's the Ward icon. That is cool looking. Folks, we're in a lot of trouble. Oh no. I'm good. Don't worry. We'll scry before we untap. It's gonna be another. It's gonna be a swamp or a forest. What do we even lead with? Probably the Shield Mage, just because it uses the most of our mana. They got Environmental Sciences. Yes, please hit. Ow. That hurt. Well, now you're just making fun of me. Because that would have been a great thing to draw. Oh my gosh! Ah! No! No! Stop! Why? I think that was needlessly aggressive. It was a 3-1. You could have just attacked. Okay. Now my opponent gets to see the situation I'm in. Oh, no. Concede in response. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna get a lot of use out of that. Yeah. Decidedly not Plarg of them. Yeah, that's not very Plarg of you, dude. So I go to 6 here, and I don't quite die? Cool! Yeah. Oof. Lord Hosk. 68 months with that surge off by 1 emote. Next month. Next month, my friend. Welcome back, Lord Hosk. It's always a pleasure to have you around. How much was that? That's a common? Oh boy. Okay, be aware there's one of those cards in the set. Oh boy, oh boy. On a rampage for 86 months. Welcome back. Yeah, they were definitely harshing my Plarg. We have more white sources than any other color. By the way. See? Look at this. This is like a completely different deck. I'm keeping this. This is perfect. Richard Garfield's perfect hand. Chris von Klaus. Oh. Oh. It couldn't be better. 38-month resub. Welcome back, Chris von Klaus. Oh, you love to see it. Hi-oh! You may exile an instant sorcery from your hand and put 3 hone counters on it. It gains the beginning of your upkeep. If this card is exiled remove a hone counter from it, and when the last hone counter is removed from this card is exiled, you may cast it. It costs 4 less. Cool. Right. So I'm going to, I guess, just Lash. I could eliminate it, but it will also die to this one. So I'm just going to kill that immediately. Target creature. This one. Whew. Briefly thought I'd messed up the targeting there. That was a near thing. Ward 2? Oh, well now I can't kill it. I mean, I could kill it now, but I think I actually just want to offer the trade, which I don't think they'll take, and play one of my 4-drops. Probably this one. That Karok sucks! It's moldering. Love a good zombie crocodile. I'm always in for zombie crocodiles. Ow! Oh, eliminate doesn't even hit that thing. That's fine, because I have Expel. What's Tenured Ink Caster? Enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter target creature. Whenever a creature you control that attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Neat. Alright, so what, instead, Ward 2? Alright, fun. Do that. Magecraft on the thing with lifelink. That resolves. I pay. Exile that. Do I offer the trade? Nah, I'll just slam with the Crocodilian here. Gain 4 life. Feels good! Heck. What the hell just happened? Exile top X cards of your library. For each land exiled this way, create a treasure token. For each blue card exiled this way, draw a card. For each red exiled this way, deal 1 damage to each opponent. So they exiled two blue cards. Wow. That was close. Neat. Maybe I should have attacked with that last turn. Anyway, I could kill it, but that seems bad. Let's offer the trade. I'm just gonna play squad. Yep, that is fine. Squad! While we're in the middle of the game, this seems like a fine time to remind you all that LRRMTG, this little stream that we bring you here, is brought to you by Card Kingdom. Check out cardkingdom.com/LRR. Pre-order yourself some Strixhaven. I have. No, don't. Nice. What's the new pin? Well, they didn't go as quick as we thought. So the current pin is Snow Lands? Question mark? Snow Problem. Which is maybe a little bit more Kaldheim than Strixhaven related, but don't worry about it. Oh, you don't want to do that. Every creature you control with flying dies. Oh, okay. The flyer or the lifelinker? They're in red. They could have heated debate. Let's put it on this one. It's tough. It's a tough call. Brackish Trudge. What the? Enters tapped. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, does this? Okay, they gave up. Fair enough. Did I even have enough mana to? Oh, I did. I had enough mana to play Letter into Gnarled Professor. Not bad. Anyway, the point is, go to Card Kingdom and buy your cards there from them because they're great, and that's where you should buy your cards. And their customer service is great, and their shipping is preposterously fast. Bombo 1990 just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. Where do I buy my kingdoms? At kingdom.kingdom. I don't know. That play would have been gnarly. Ah, there we go. Yes. Argumentable says, I sold cards to Card Kingdom and they gave me more than I expected for them, so they're aces in my book. I agree. I have had similar experiences. I'm not guaranteeing that they will give you more than you expect for your cards. That would be irresponsible of me. But I have had similar experiences. Oh, yes. Can you feel the harmony? I love that it's after combat. It's like, you can expel your own tapped creature, by the way, if you want. If you want, I'm just saying. Okay. forest. Damn it. Well, I still get to play the squad. Get in, losers. We're going casting. Odd Tate for 35 months. Welcome back. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I did my best. Zoomancy. 4 mana. What if I just... What if I just swing? If they do something, I can infuse, but then that's all I'm doing with my turn. I'll just attack with the squad, I think. I want to play the Karok. I don't think they're going to trade here. Cool. Hey, I Amethyst. 44-month resub. Welcome back. Thank you. Uh-oh. All right, they're going wide, which I don't love to see. Oh, Groff. Medium, yikes. Wait, Plant Dog? Yeah, good old Plant Dog. Oh, you know, Eliminate kills Plant Dog. That's fun. Let's... This seems fine. Obviously, they're not going to block with the Groff, because they should be able to smell some sort of trick. But they might try and do something else fun, and then we get to get them. I don't know. Double block with the Biomathematician and the Fractal. All right, so I think here I'll just use Infuse. I kill both. The Karok comes back. I gain 2 life. Seems fine. Let's do it. Hoi! This one. Oh, right. Also, I trample over for 1 more damage. Alright, sure, that's not bad. That was alright. Magecraft. It's the set. Wikisum for 35 months says, love what you all do. Thank you. I like it too. Yeah, we gained 6 life there. It's pretty good. Generally speaking, Penelope's understanding of how someone's doing in a game of Magic is based largely on who has more life at the given moment. So right now, we're winning. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, come on over. Come on. Yeah, all right. Now, what does that do? As long as you control 8 or more lands, Vortex Runner is a 3/3 that can't be blocked. Well, they're a ways off of that, so I'm not petrified of Vortex Runner just yet. So what I'm going to do is play Augusta. Are you 5 color? No, I'm actually only 3 color. I have no intent of casting Plarg. Whenever you attack, you untap each creature you control, then tap any number of creatures you control. So I can attack with the Moldering Karok as a 3/4 or a 4/3. And I can also eliminate something. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. What a strange card. Oh, we get to untap the Spiteful Squad too. That's awesome. Yeah. What a weird card. What a very strange card. I thought they were going to get one more attack out of their squad there, didn't they? Well, this seems fine. This seems like a great place to use Eliminate. Why would you tap it? For more power. If they double block it, it's still enough to kill it. And it has Trample and Lifelink, so... Like, this is exactly what I wanted them to do, frankly. We'll be able to get that Groff with Expel eventually. That seems great. Oh, that's true. I guess I could have used the Eliminate on the Groff there and then traded Karok for both of those creatures, but frankly, I like having Karok around. Introduction to Prophecy. That was in their main deck. They didn't learn at any point, did they? I don't think you want to run stuff like this in your main. Maybe they had a rough pool. But, like, I don't think 3 mana Scry 2 draw a card is worth it as a card. Tacos Kanye Asada with 100 bits. Mangecraft seems pretty control friendly, and that makes me scared for standard. That's fair. You just really don't want me to block with my Death Toucher, do you? Magecraft is also aggro friendly. Magecraft just does fun stuff. What can I say? I like it. Hey, Seabats! What's up, Adam? Raiders, hello. Welcome, raid friends, to this sealed game of Magic the Gathering. Alright, what if we start by harmonizing? Let's do that. Let's draw 3 cards in Obzon. Shall we? And then we'll put the power on the Karok again, I think. Okay, we did hit a land. That's good. Now, if we... Are we okay letting them draw a card to cast Baleful Mastery for cheaper? I think we can. I think we can be quite aggressive here. I think we're going to attack with Silverquill Apprentice and the Karok, and then re-tap the Karok. Yeah, let's do that. Can I just talk about how weird Augusta is as a card? Kill before blockers? I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, alright. You're fine. Surge says we spent about 10 minutes in the next North 100 talking about how weird Augusta is. Yeah, part 1 of the North 100 Strixhaven set review will be coming out tomorrow afternoon. Snakeskin Veil. Amazing. That also means they don't draw a card from me paying cheaper to cast Baleful Mastery, so that's kind of fun. All right. Reasonable. Camthalion, 41 months. Says, it's a button. Monkey Rama for 30 months says, how's school going? It's not bad so far. And 99 Problems, Twitch Ain't One for 32 months. Welcome back. All right. All right. Well, that 6/5 is a heck of a thing. Well, now I can play my own Professor of Zoomancy and a Shadewing Laureate, so that seems pretty all right. Oh yeah, and I can attack with Spiteful Squad. Yeah, that also seems sweet. In fact, I think I'll play Shadewing Laureate out first. So if they trade for Spiteful Squad, I can put the counters on it. Augusta's such an unusual card. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, this is an instant? Wow. Cool. I feel pretty good about this game. But we'll see how it goes. Is it possible to get a North 100 shirt or other merch at some point? It's a good idea. Actually, we should look into that. Wait, what'd they just do? Target creature you control deals damage to its power to target creature you don't control. When the permanent you don't control dies, you gain 2 life. Wow, it's just 2 mana punch? Dang. Alright. 2 mana punch ain't bad. I kind of needed that flyer, if I'm honest. Let's cash this in for a card. Ah. Return target card, you say. Target card. So we could get... Are they dead if I just get, like, eliminate? Yes, because they block the Professor of Zoomancy and die. Yes. Okay. Give me that. Mystical Archive into Mystical Archive. Everything is fun. But not for the opponent. Cha-cha-cha. Do I attack with Augusta as well? Do I have to? Right? I have to, because they block the 4 or 5... No, I don't have to, because they block the Professor of Zoomancy and that's still 6. I guess it doesn't really matter. They could draw something. Let's keep Augusta. Just to be extra super safe. We're going to tap these all again, though, because otherwise they're not lethal. They have something. Oh, they don't. Okay. I was like, why are you making that block? If you're making that block, you must have something. But they didn't. They didn't have something. Okay. They had a family. Emily says they had a family. I guess they did. Which brings us neatly to the resubscription here from Murderface9797 with a 32-month resub. Welcome back. And Bo Brinkman, who says, we're here. They wanted to kill that croc for all the misery it caused. Man, that croc is sweet. All right, we'll do one more game and then we'll take a break. For break reasons. Mostly that I need some water. Alternately, some coffee. I have a can of Japanese coffee drink. Here for my enjoyment.
Mind if I hang out a bit during this game?
What up? Hey, Serge. How's it going?
Good. We were talking about like the new cards in Highlander and stuff, and I'm watching you play anyways. And you don't have a co-pilot. I thought I'd invite myself over for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, James forgot it was Thursday.
Okay.
He was supposed to be here. So, yeah. Anonymous List with 59 months. Welcome back. Thank you.
Look, it's been a large month. A large, what am I doing? A long march. Large month.
Large marged. I will keep this. Oh, wait. I should share my screen with you so that you can actually see it better. 1 second.
See, I was calling the plarg there. It's been a plarg, right? That's what I was actually trying to pronounce.
It's been a heck of a plarg. What can I say?
Why does plarg have 2 G's?
Because it is correct to do so, as far as I'm aware. All right, now you can see what I'm seeing. I'm gonna keep this. Probably lead with Scurrid Colony over the Leonin Light Scribe. It's only gonna be 2 mana for now, I think.
Light Scribe is so oppressive.
Yeah, actually, having drawn that, let's play the Light Scribe now. Maybe they kill it, maybe they don't, but if they don't, next turn we can Lash and Slam for 3 and then play Scurrid Colony.
I just remember watching Ben at the PPR just absolutely smash.
Oh, darn. Now I want to play this Pledge Mage.
Yeah, you're curving out so well.
I know. All right, well. All right, let's see what happens here. Nice. All right, we're going to do this, because then next turn, we can Lash and play Augusta. Have you seen? Yeah, Augusta's ludicrous. They're going to hunt. They're going to hunt mages. Whenever it attacks. Okay. So
you've actually got a pretty sweet attack here because of your ability to pump your whole board and maybe take out a blocker. No, maybe it's not good because it's not a -2/-2. It's +2/-2, right? What an awkward spell.
Yeah.
Your Plague Mage trades where they're 3/4.
Yeah. We could also just play Professor of Zoomancy, which also trades for their Mage Hunter, and then try to get frisky on a yet further turn.
Maybe we can expel and Lash on the same turn. Ultimate Frisk.
That seems pretty good. I mean, I like going wide when we have the Light Scribe out.
Yeah.
And Augusta, again, is just very silly.
The longer we wait, the more likely they are to draw a kill spell for the Light Scribe, though.
What's this do? 3/3 Magecraft. Put a +1/+1 counter target creature you control. All right. Well, especially since okay, we can't cast both of these, so and anything we want to cast, we want to do before combat. So
What do we think about Augusta to increase the size of the booty and then keep Lash up? Does that do anything?
I like that a lot, actually. That's what I was thinking of doing anyway. Now, how do we want to attack here? I think we attack with Pledge Mage and Professor for sure, and then untap them, or keep them untapped, rather. And then, do we Light Scribe? Does Light Scribe get in if they block it with the... It's +1/+1 for the whole team? Okay.
Maybe keep the Plague Quill tapped so it's a 4/2, so it threatens to trade with their Mage Punisher or whatever. So
well, it'll get bigger when I cast. It'll get bigger when I cast Lash.
But we don't telegraph the Lash. You know what I'm saying?
Eh.
You think they probably know we have it anyways?
Yeah. Swing out, you think? I guess we could attack with our little pest. I'm gonna tap the pest back down though. There's only one block they could have. that actually kills the Light Scribe?
They are tapped out.
So sure, go for it. You can tap again. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Dark Destra, 83 months. Welcome back. And Hogarth Undead with an 8-month resub says much love to you too. Thank you.
I wonder if the plan was to cast
Oh
the dark
baby.
black. Yeah. Oh wow.
All right, so there's no sense in we don't worry about the Pledge Mage, but this is sweet. I guess lifelink, not that it matters. That was loud.
Who OP is suddenly at 7.
Lash your own professor? Oh, I should have lashed my own professor. You're right.
To get in for more damage.
Well, because then I would have just
lifelink and
I would
gain
have
some
just
life there, yeah.
eaten their creature. You're right. I missed that. Yeah.
I missed that too, for what it's worth.
Whoa, what?
Wait, what are they doing to us?
Exile target creature. Exile up to 1 target instant and sorcery spell from a graveyard. What did they exile?
And learn.
They exiled my
that's
professor
cool.
of Zoomancy?
It was the biggest creature. It was a 4/3.
Yeah, but like we've got 2 rares that are the problem.
Maybe they haven't read Light Scribe. I don't know. There's a lot of words on these cards.
Oh.
Here's a question. Is there a lethal line if you just do the 2 mana? Oh no, because you only have 1 black.
I think there's a lethal line if I just Baleful Mastery their 4/4. They'll gain a life, right? Nope, they don't gain off the Mage Hunter. So get that 4/4 out of there. Everything's huge. My biggest thing is 4 power. No, yeah, this works. We're just gonna cast this now.
Yeah.
We'll say flying, just
Yeah. And they block something on the ground. Yeah, that's GG.
and we're gonna go for maximum power.
Yeah.
Augusta doesn't affect. Augusta's power doesn't affect. Isn't affected by her status. So. All right. That went well. Yeah, man. We opened some pretty fun looking obs on. Here's
Is this
if you.
draft or sealed?
This is sealed.
Oh, okay.
Because James wasn't here to whine about it.
Woo!
I like sealed more than James does.
I love sealed.
So we're running from the archives. We're running eliminate, regrowth, and harmonize.
Oh my god. Okay, cool.
And then we've also got a baleful mastery, and then
Look
some
at your gold cards.
other removal.
What?
Yeah, double Silver Quill Apprentice, Shadewing Laureate. Moldering Karok is like do not sleep on this zombie crocodilian. Very good card. The squat and double. Even though we have 2 of these, we've never cast one in 4 games. We've never even seen one of these. I think we drew one once. And then yeah,
And there's no hope to ever cast the Plarg side. Basically, playing Augusta here.
we have a letter of acceptance, so we could cast Plarg, but like Augusta just jives with the rest of the deck way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so I said we were going to take a break after that game. Serge, are you cool to keep hanging around?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, we're just going to take a little 3-minute break, and we'll be right back with some more magic in just a sec. Don't go away. And we're back. Hello.
Hello.
Break was shorter than I thought, so I have a couple bites of onigiri left. So, do the talking, I guess.
I mean, not a lot to really vamp for on a waiting screen, but here we are.
Yeah, I know.
We'll see. I'll give some hot commentary and takes on any potential 7s we think of keeping here. All right, how we doing? No white, but we have the ability to play cards in hand. What's the CMC on Gnarled Professor again?
These are both 4, so any land and we can drop either of these on 4, and the professor learns us as well, so I think this
And
is
we're on the draw.
Yeah, I think this is a fine keep, actually.
Yeah.
No. All right. What kind of onigiri? This is the tuna mayo. It's
Look,
delicious.
we never didn't have it.
Oh yeah.
This is why you keep.
I think we just slam this on 4.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
The keep just keeps getting better and better.
Perfect. Perfect game.
How do you feel about the pledge mage over there?
I mean, as you saw, it did very well for me in the PPR. It's good. I mean, Silver Quill wants to jam. Like, Silver Quill wants to fight you with things that fly. And the Pledge Mage, I don't know, I think it's pretty good.
Can we activate the flying ability on our 2-1 defensively?
No.
Oh, double pledge mage.
We sure can't. Oh boy, that is going to be interesting. Awkward. All right, well, I still think it's correct to lead with the professor, and then we can see we'll go see what we can learn us.
Do you have the lesson lets us find a basic land to maybe get a white source?
Yes, I do. I have environmental sciences. I have the 5 mana annihilate something. I've got Inkling. So I mean, let's find out. I've never learned on Arena yet, so let's see how it looks.
Oh, do they still have the sideboard thing where you can click on your library and it shows you your whole sideboard?
There we go. So these are our, I think so. These are our options. We've got Expanded Anatomy, Introduction to Annihilation, Spirit Summoning, Inkling Summoning, and Environmental Sciences. So yeah, I mean, probably we want Environmental Sciences. We drew an Archway Commons, but that's a little slow. So I don't know. It's possible in the face of 2 Silver Quill Pledge Mages that we kind of want Inkling Summoning. What do you think?
I'm kind of thinking that too, honestly. Like, worst case scenario, we play that next turn, our land ETB is tapped, and that's not the worst turn, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, let's do that. So yeah, you should be able to click on your... Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right
Just see
there.
your whole sideboard.
Amazing. Ooh.
I have an Electrolyze? I must have missed that.
No love for the duress, one of the best hand attacks of all time.
It didn't really feel like we needed it in sealed.
That's fair. I mean, definitely fair. Because it's non-creature, non-land, right? And typically you're worried about your opponent's bomb. They still don't have a spell.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. That'll be a get out of hand with these things.
Yep.
So I'm going to attack with my 5/4 Trampler because it has trample.
Yeah.
And if they put 2 things in front of it, I can give it Death Touch and bring it back and then learn again.
Oh, it seems good. And also, their booty is very thin. They have so little booty. Yeah, they just take 5.
Yeah, that makes
So I'm really worried
sense.
about... I mean, I think they can afford to take 5 if their plan is to play a spell or double spell next turn and jam with a bunch of lifelink, right?
Mm-hmm. But we can trade with both their things now. Presumably, unless they have removal, which they could easily do. Especially in those colors. It's got one of those deceptively... There it is. One of those deceptively heavy Japanese drink cans that always makes me think there's more liquid in it than there is, because the can is just...
pick it up, but it's so weighty. Yeah. Where are their spells? It's all set up.
Oh, there it is. Oh no, the spells.
No.
Oh, that is agonizing. That's very scary. Those blood researchers are going to get enormous. They're going to take Infuse, aren't they?
That or Expel. Yeah, Expel was kind of your only answer to one of those 2/2s getting out of hand on lifelink here.
Yeah. Wowee. All right,
So,
well...
do you block a 2/2 now that they're tapped out before it grows?
I think so, because now that's... The Pledge Mages are their way of gaining life. So they're going to have 2 4/4s with Menace, because I think it's every instance, whenever you gain life. Yeah. So they're going to have 2 4/4s with Menace. But I think I still just trade straight across for the Pledge Mages.
And leave them with 2 4/4s. You do have a 5/4. That is a pretty good blocker if you leave the man up next turn. Like, what's our next turn? We really need a land is what we need, right?
If we draw a land, we can hopefully cast Spiteful Squad and keep up Infuse, and they'll know we have Infuse, or Professor, actually, and Infuse, and they'll know we have it, but I think that's okay. I think we just want to get these Pledge Mages out of here, and these are, like, medium creatures anyway.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
I mean, Death Touch is pretty good here.
Yeah, I'm going to attack, because they know that we have this Death Touch thing, so they're never going to block this in a million years.
They're back at 20, though.
Yeah, I know. But we can play Professor of Zoomancy, and these two still threaten a double block. Even if they get one more counter on one between now and then. That's a problem. Whenever a creature blocks this turn. Oh, wow. All right. Okay, well, there's that other land we needed. So... we will... Yeah, I think we play Spiteful Squad. Yeah. We just gotta hope they don't draw more removal. We're attacking again, by the way.
I like that. I like the race here. They only have 1 card in hand. And I like being able to double block Infuser, the 2/2 back. And we just have a huge Professor.
Mm-hmm. Huge Professor.
I don't like the opponent playing the land there.
No.
I'd rather they just bluff something.
The absolute scale of that Professor. Awesome. No attack.
They didn't attack.
I love no attacks there.
Do we have a flyer?
We can play a flyer, but then we can't keep up Infuse. And we're at 10, so I think that's all right. I think I'm going to make the same attack that I did last turn, actually.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Because I'm happy to get the... Okay.
You think Crocodile time?
Yeah.
What does our non-basic land do?
Taps for any color. It's a Rupture Spire. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Environmental Sciences main board and the life gain is a little spooky.
All right. I'm still okay with how this is going, though, honestly. Emily TG says,
So
"Hey G, any thoughts on the set so far?" Yeah, I think it's pretty sweet. Oh, I like this actually. So they're gonna
block with the Death Touch and the token, bring it back, put the counters on your 5/5 with lifelink.
On the 3/3 with life, make it a 5/5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can even bring this. I can even bring the Death Toucher back.
Yeah.
Which they've just realized. Yeah, they were like, wait a minute.
Wait, we're dead.
Yeah.
We're dead on the crackback.
That attack put them very dead. Yeah. All right, that works out well. Bumiakulu says, "I love you guys so much." Well, thank you. Welcome. Opponent suddenly regrets. Yeah, I've been there. I've been like, okay, yeah, and then I'll make this attack.
Math is for blockers.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Sometimes math has to be for attackers. Sometimes. Oh,
So
well.
hold on, I want to think through that again. Did we have to block with all 3 of our creatures? We could. We could only block with 2.
Yeah, we were just gonna block with the Spiteful Squad and the Pest, and then drain them
Take
for 1.
7, and we're at 10.
And then
Right.
Yeah, and then we had super lethal.
Lethal in like 17 different ways. Perfect mana.
Love it. You love to
Feels
see
good.
it. I love to see it.
Look at the perfect curve too. 2, 3, 4. Oh my god.
This is great.
What's it like having it all, Graham?
It feels good. Not gonna lie. Arrogant Poet. Good. Yeah. We can even cast a 5-drop on turn 4, but we're just gonna play this big tree teacher. No, don't. What are you doing? Are you gonna lash? You gonna lash my Silverquill Apprentice? Don't do that.
I mean, I think it's fine. Look, if
Ah,
they
it's
get rid
fine.
of like premium removal.
Oh, oh,
Ooh, Mardu.
Mama Mardu. I'm not gonna block this right now. Professor Oak. Oh my God! Yes, what a great name. Thank you, Narishima Reborn.
No.
Professor Oak. Oh wow, that's really good.
Do you want me on subs? Are you happy with your rhythm?
No, I got it. It's cool. In fact, this one, Alwanaufis,
I always struggle with that one.
for 12 months, 1 year, says, been watching you since you started on The Escapist, but this marks 12 months of watching on Twitch. Appreciate you, Graham. You and LRR made so much great content. Happy to support you. Excited to see what you're up to in the future. Thank you. Okay. I'm just gonna go to slams. Actually, feel free to do subs. I just wanted to grab that one because it was mentioned to me specifically. But that would be totally cool to do that. Hey, wait a minute. That's fine, actually. I'm fine with that.
I mean, what a great... Yeah, I'll trade a 2-mana uncommon for Eliminate any day. Any day!
Yeah, I got to get in for 2 first as well.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Hunt for specimens. Create a pest, and then learn. And they got elemental summoning. What? Oh, they have double red.
Yeah.
Alright. You're not the only one that can learn. Yeah. Big
So they're about
learns.
to have a 4/4, but we need a land.
Nice.
Hey, Xanto69, thank you for those 50 biddies. Bits for the amazing G and Surge Wombo combo.
Hey.
Ooh. We have regrowth, which means we have a lot more flexibility with this tutor as well. Because we can theoretically cast whatever we find twice. The Kraken within cheered another 50 bits saying, I second those bits.
If we
Do we
draw
have call for motion?
I think I'll get Inkling summoning again, because honestly, if we draw another land, then we can play Augusta and summoning.
The only downside there is we don't have a great answer for their 4/4. It trades with our 5/4, but I guess we could always regrow the 5/4 afterwards.
Yeah,
and
we
then
do have removal
search
too.
again. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get a flyer. What can I say? It's free real estate. It's free real estate. All right.
Do we just eliminate and slam?
Or mastery. Yeah, that's
Sure,
we could
sorry.
draw eliminate actually. That would be pretty sweet. Drawing eliminate would be great because then we can cast it and Augusta or Inkling summoning. That's also a spell.
Oh, we have 5 mana already. I forgot about our mana rock.
Yeah. So like, what if we just if we attack with Augusta, or sorry, we play Augusta and then attack, then the Gnarled Professor is attacking as a 5/5, meaning that they would
They
need to
have to double block.
double block?
Or take it. Yeah.
and then if
it's
they do
basically
double
as vigilance.
block, we can get it back next
I
turn.
love that actually. I love that line. And then we still have Augusta afterwards?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
As chat says, or Plarg. Yes, we could also play Plarg, that is true.
Plarg is like, hey, I'm here too, guys. Hey, hello.
I'm Plarg!
Yes, we see you, Plarg. While they figure that out, Taco Kanye Asada, I apologize for that pronunciation.
Kanye
100
Asada.
Kanye, but there's a weird D. It's Tacos D Kanye Asada. What's
Oh,
that
yeah.
D doing in there?
I don't know.
That's what threw me off.
It's just for fun.
100 biddies. I played CEDH version of Bear Force 1 helmed by Ayula, and the player was so excited about this set.
Nice. I'll just
We got the
regrowth
trade we wanted.
this turn then. Because it uses the mana better.
Yeah. I think Regrowth is one of my favorite Magic cards of all time.
It's very good.
It gets back everything. Everything. Oh my god.
Oh, ye and also ha.
The rodeo's here.
Wheeler in here with the raid. Welcome everybody. Oh, this is good. We can play the Professor and Archway Commons and pay for it. Yeah. What are we gonna learn about today?
Thank you, Benjamin Wheeler, for the raid. Thank you, Octonomicon, for the 44 months of support.
Should we get Introduction to Annihilation just as an emergency button? Like, it sucks that they draw a card, but maybe they have something we just need to kill.
We have a removal spell in hand already, though.
That's true.
We can make our trample bigger, especially now that we have vigilance.
Yeah.
Pseudo vigilance.
Yeah, we just get expanded in it. I mean, why not? Let's do that. This chat user Yi and or Ha just subscribed thanks to Demon Fire. Oh, that's very good. Did you get Xantos there with the resub?
I hadn't. No,
Nice.
you were in the tank, and I didn't want to interrupt you. But yeah, Xantos60 nice with 4 years of watching on Twitch. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that.
Have you guys been enjoying the alternate arts? Oh yeah, I should actually buy some of the... I should spend company money to buy some of the cool alternate arts on this account. Oh no!
Oh, what's back? The
Your
4/4?
best friend, they're gonna get their... Oh, the eliminate! Oh.
Oh.
They're gonna kill my Augusta, and then they're gonna kill me! Oh my god! I'm at 9.
Maybe that 3/3 in the air. Oh, 4/2. Okay, all right. Suddenly, your wisdom to maybe grab the removal spell was perhaps correct.
We do have...
That,
Yeah.
yeah, but they have all their entire board flies. I think we have to go kill spell and inkling. I think we have to kill their 3/3 and chump block their 4/2 in the air, and then attack on the ground.
But we can attack on the ground regardless, so let's do that. Let's move to slams while we still have the chance. There's no way they block in a million years. So this is an instant?
Yeah, check that auto tap mana.
Yeah.
Hey, Zed Alpha, thank you for 500. Hey, yo, thanks for streaming biddies. Y'all are fun, and red white in the set is constantly dumpstering me, like, hilariously.
So this thing has ward pay 3 life, so it's gonna cost us 3 life just to kill that thing.
That is a pain.
Which
Brave
sucks.
Knight Max, or Brave King Max, thank you for 36. I think it's like pay 3 life once or take 3 multiple times, though.
Yeah, but I'm worried about, like, they're at 10, and they're gonna be able to potentially, if they eliminate the Inkling, they hit for lethal.
Oh.
And then if we kill the Shield Mage, that's still lethal.
Hey, is Mastery an instant or sorcery?
Instant. So I think I'm gonna pass, and I might have to just kill the Return Past Caller, depending on what they do.
Yeah. I guess we could try and, like, chump block the 3/3, kill the 4/2 if they don't kill it pre-combat.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think they might just kill it before combat, and then, like, they might just kill it and slam.
Sometimes Magic players make the mistake of thinking they have to cast their spells as late as possible to get as much information as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So they might make the mistake. We'll see.
If they pre-combat kill the Inkling and pay to make Arrogant Poet fly, then I think we have them dead.
All right. Good start.
So if they go for the kill here and have nothing else, then I think. Okay.
Yeah, we killed a 4/2. All right, what you got?
So
Is there a hex proof?
there is. It's called Beaming Defense, and it would kill us here. But it would have killed us here no matter what we did.
OP didn't have it. They're Daub.
Oh right,
Take it
right. There is
underwater.
technically God's willing. That's true. Oh wow. Nothing, hey. All right.
Don't give counters to Professor. Why not? Now it can't tap, but it has Vigilance.
It doesn't matter. You can tap it as part of Augusta's ability.
Oh.
Whenever you attack, untap each creature you control. Oh no. Okay. All right. We're not dead. We're not dead. Umbral Juke makes them sack a creature. Expanded anatomy.
Do we do it now?
No, because if we do it now, we have to wait until they cast that, because if we do it now, then they know that they know where to put the. Oh no, we're dead. We're dead because they just sack whichever one's not lethal. We were dead regardless if they cast that pre-combat. Actually, no, because we could make a blocker. We could make a chump blocker. It really depends on how this goes. Okay. All right.
Ooh!
Yeah. Umbral Juke. Modal spells.
Do they have a removal spell?
Does the Inkling enter tapped? It does not.
What a game!
No! Our professor!
Oh my god.
Oh, well.
But it had Vigilance. That's so unfair.
Well, let's see what we can draw. No.
Okay, good.
Darn.
Graham, I think you're absolutely correct. We were supposed to get the removal spell.
Eh.
The just in case removal spell. You called it, and I led you astray.
No, it's okay. It would have been tough. I'm just going to concede here. It would have been tough in that spot anyway because of ward, right? That particular ward is pay 3 life, right? So it's tricky. All right, man. We have 2 of those cards, and we've never cast one.
Hey, thank you very much to Schlormph for 1 year of support. Schlormph is bear and thus wither bloom. Right. What a fun game that was. What a fun game.
That was fun. This set is going to be interesting. This set's going to be wild. TTC nicknames episode will be in a couple weeks. We'll let you all know when the page is online. Look at this curve. 2, 3, 4, 5.
We can cast everything. No green spells, no green mana, no green problems.
Exactly, and we can eliminate.
Quatoria has been here for 8 months. Oh no, help! Blur is making me interested in magic again.
Now, even though we could cast Augusta on turn 3 here, I think what I might do... Well, I was going to say, I'm tempted to... No, I should, actually. I should play Witherbloom Campus and just keep up Eliminate. Because I want to make sure that I can hit the curve here.
Yeah, landing the 4 and the 5 drop is pretty important.
Yeah.
Friday Night Paper Fight tomorrow is Gladiator.
Yes. Is limited 3 colors in this set? No, that's just how we built this deck. Hey, wait a minute, I can't kill that.
How dare they? With the access to the college dual lands, it's pretty easy to splash multiple colors. So, I mean, looking at the pre-release as a reference point, 3 colors is very easy to do.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
Ah.
That's a fun card. Search your library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield, then it becomes a 2/2. It becomes a 0/0 green and blue fractal that's still a land. You put a counter on it for each land that you had enter the battlefield under your control this turn. So, they played a land and then cast that, so it's a 2/2. So it's a basic creature land swamp fractal that is red. That's green and blue and taps for black.
Huh.
I don't know about you, but that seems like a terrific thing for me to eliminate.
Well, do we want to just slam the 3/3 flyer? We'll have the second biggest creature on the board, and Death Touch kills their 4/3 if they attack.
Yeah, I do think that's
cool.
a better use of mana this turn. Yeah.
It's so tempting to eliminate a land.
Yes, it is. Especially for me because I'm a monster.
I mean, that's fair. You're like, I do love Strip Mine. Look, I love Strip Mine just as much as anyone else does.
Okay.
But now we have a 5/5 flyer. I guess they just really like 1/1s. I don't know what to tell them. We can give our 5/5 Vigilance G.
I think I'm going to.
Whoa! Hey, thank you very much to Unicorn Vector, gifting that 5-bomb.
Ooh.
Welcome to Tenoshi Gaming, Mobius Strip Teasing, Gasp, Azzy River, Unistud, and Nazzle Fluka. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate that.
Ka-chunk. So, do we play Arrogant Poet or do we eliminate something? We should have. If we were going to eliminate, we should have done it before combat to get in for 1 more damage. So, I guess we just play this Poet.
Yeah, I think that chunk blocks their 2/2 pretty well. Like, they have a terrible attack here, right?
Yeah. Man, Augusta is just very, very goofy. Magecraft. Lose a life and gain a life. Our opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Alright. Wow, they have a lot of pests. I hope they don't have some sort of overrun. What is this?
So they have 1 green mana. No, they have access to 2 mana here. They have the swamp.
I think they have another.
Do you think it's a second copy of Infuse's Vitality?
I do, yeah. I'm not falling for it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Sure. We'll do that. And we're just gonna go and attack with the same creature again.
I mean, we're winning this race, even if they hit us. So we do have to expect the Alpha Strike.
Yeah. If we Umbral Juke for Inkling, it's a 2/2, thanks to Augusta, so that's fun. Oh no! So
What
Mage,
have they done?
Mage Hunter's, there it is, Onslaught. Destroy target creature, Planeswalker. Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller loses 1 life.
Here comes the Alpha Strike.
Yeah, so they're paying 3 life to cast, to ward on that. We can't do anything about it. They drain.
They did tap their 2/2, so they have 6 1/1s. That's 12 damage coming at us.
Nope.
Or not.
I should have flashed in my flyer. I didn't even realize it was the end of our turn there. Whoops. I was so surprised. Darn it. Whoopsies. Well, I guess I just pass again and keep up all
do we
these.
hit for 3 in the air or no? Because we could pay 2 life, and our clock is faster because we have Augusta, and then we can flash in a blocker and eliminate if they alpha us. Because they're only attacking for 12 currently.
That's a good point. Tap you, submit 1, take the action. Yeah. So those pests gain them a life when they die, which is probably what's going to happen sooner than later. There it is. All right. So let's see here.
Eliminate the 2/2. Exile. Oh yeah, flash in the blocker first. Totally. I think we could probably get away with not blocking any of the 1/1s. Maybe we'll like do the math first because they're just dead on the crackback.
Yeah. Yeah, we get to eat both their 2/2s, and then we can Baleful Mastery the Professor.
Let's hold Baleful Mastery to see
what they do.
They have a combat trick or a pump spell or anything. Because if we don't use anything, we don't die, right?
Should we just
go to 4 and they're dead on the crackback?
Should we chump the professor?
I don't think we need to, because I think if they don't have anything, they're just dead.
So we just
And we have 2.
we just block like this and see what they do.
They only have 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can be safe. We can be extra safe if you want to. That's not a bad idea.
All right, let's just eat a pest then.
Sure. Sure.
See what happens. They have 1 card in hand.
I think we just exile that in response. Because then they have. Well, hold on. Do we
Yeah.
need to?
No, they hit us for 10. They hit us for 10 here. They gain 1 life and go to 7. And if Augusta doesn't die, then we definitely hit back for 7. Yeah, that seems fine. Oh, actually, I can just eliminate. I don't even need to Baleful Mastery. And they also don't gain the life off the infuse there. Ooh, that was close.
Oh,
right, pests don't drain. I thought they drained.
Ah.
Oof. So we hit for... Yeah, we're fine.
GG. Augusta's putting in so much work.
Yeah, Augusta's ridiculous. Settle the wreckage in the archive? Surely not.
I mean, Rathagod is.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, please no. Wow, I definitely thought that the pests drained. Okay, that's good. I was very worried there for a little while. Perfect mana.
Mana. Yeah, feels good.
Harmonize, regrowth. Plarg. Keep it easy. Opponent is plywood toothbrush. Blessedly not, says Jordan. Okay, good. Right, yes, no, I'm definitely aware that Teferi's protection is in. You'll get to see that at some point. Well, I don't want my first play to be Augusta, but I guess that's what's happening. We get to harmonize on turn 4, so that's nice.
It's like a 1/3, and it's not necessarily scary enough that people are going to kill it right away.
Yeah.
Because I'm still not convinced that Augusta is good.
I mean, she's putting in work in this deck, I tell you what.
But it's like, oh, there's the 2-drop. That's upsetting.
Yeah. Yeah, it just uses our mana better to get Augusta down now.
Yeah, yeah.
So they went looking, they hunted for specimens, they got their pest, and they learned for Introduction to Prophecy, which is Scry 2, Draw 1, which seems fine.
Is Silver Quill good?
I think so. That's way too suspicious.
You're like, well played, OP. Well played.
Yeah. Highly suspect. I don't much care for it. Double bottom. All right.
I love going harmonize, regrow, harmonize, and then we just crush our opponent with our card advantage. Wait, do we have to discard if we do that, though? No, no, no. We have exactly 7 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Wait, can we go... Yeah, we can go Zombie Crocodile, and the turn after we can go Light Scriber, Regrow, Expel.
Yeah, or we can play, depending on how we do it, we can do Pledge Mage... Pledge Mage Commons... Oh, actually, drawing another untapped land there means... What do we want to do here?
I'm calling in their hand right now. They have the +2/-2 trick, so be careful with the Light Scribe, because that's going to die.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I do like the 3/3. It lives through that.
Although if they try that, we could like expel something. What if we just Pledge Mage and play Archway Commons, and just assume that they're gonna lash our Pledge Mage?
Which is fine, I guess.
Because then next turn on 6, we can play Karok and Light Scribe.
I kind of like Light Scribe the turn you're going to go all out with the spells to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like Karok regrow a spell, and then the turn after Light Scribe and swing or something, but it is what it is. Do they lash? They're thinking about it. They're like, it's such a juicy target. It's so easy to kill.
It's a very good target. Augusta keeps Light Scribe safe. No, the lash is +2/-2. They didn't do it.
They're going to wait for the attack.
That makes sense.
I think if they attack with the 1/1, we just block with the Plage Mage. So they protect our Light Scribe. Like, basically try and bait that removal spell.
That's a fair idea. Ooh, Honor Troll. If you would gain life, you gain that much life +1. Honor Troll gets +2/+1 if you have 25 life or more. All right. Let's see. Oh, right. Light Scribe is... Right. Light Scribe is protected because of Augusta. Because Light Scribe will be a 2/3. That's a good point.
Oh. Do we want to go Zombie Crocodile and the 2/1? Then next turn we can go Light Scribe, spell.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
3/4 is kind of a giant on this board.
There it is.
I'm so surprised. I can't. Where did that card come from? How does opioids have it?
Shocking. Cultivate. Nice.
All right. Now we about to pop off. Let's go.
Well, now, I don't have a target for Expel, so I can only cast one spell here. We don't have enough mana to do Light Scribe and Regrowth.
Yeah, but I think we still trundle in with the team. Like attacking with a whole Vigilance board of a 3/3, a 4/5 with a lifelink.
Yeah. So Light Scribe out.
And
then
get Harmonize back is absurd.
I think that's pretty real. And they seem to not have anything. Gah. By the team, you don't mean Augusta.
Oh, yeah, no, of course not.
And do we keep these things? We keep these. Yeah, we let them untap.
Vigilance? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I don't think we need to make that thing fly either. Nah.
This is just like really good conservative card advantage magic. We have 7 mana next turn. We can Harmonize and Expel. And I think our opponent's just kind of dead. Like, maybe not dead, but, you know, dead.
Mm-hmm. All right, so they're trading Honor Troll for Arrogant Poet, and I think that is totally fine. Eight mana next turn. Yeah, that's true. Because we have a swamp in hand.
Can we draw our Lash just to live the dream?
With off a Harmonize, we should be able to draw one other spell, hopefully.
I mean, we also need to turn something sideways to get value out of Expel, but, you know, here we are. Oh no! Our Crocodile!
They exiled our Regrowth just to be safe. And I get it.
Crocodilian.
I get it. Oh, I like that Crocodile. That's a shame. They went and got Fractal Summoning, which could be fairly big next turn.
That's power equal to lands?
No, it's just an X spell. It's just,
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be Lurge.
It's just X. Quandrix. All right. So let's start off with a cheeky little Harmonize here.
Second Harmonize. Harmonize. Casually gaining 6 cards. There's the Lash.
We did draw the Lash.
Do we just preemptively kill their 2/2 and trundle in with the team?
Yeah, I don't see why not. And we have Infuse for later. So yeah. Or actually,
Yes, go
depending
on.
on if we just attack and keep them vigilant, depending on how they block, Lash might even get better on one of our creatures.
Oh, if we're gonna kill their stuff anyways.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the Magecraft drain on that 2/2, keeping them in it a little.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna kill that thing this turn, is what I'm saying. Like, my plan here is make this attack,
See what happens.
and if they try to block or something, okay, they didn't, so then we're just gonna kill this now.
Yeah, okay, that gets us in for another 2 damage. Otherwise, if they
Yeah.
block, we kill it anyways, so we get in for another 3.
And I'm actually gonna pass. I want to keep up Infuse with Vitality
Yeah.
rather than just play the play the letter and be tapped out. Speaking of Letter of Acceptance, I think that's going in the bin.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it would draw us a card, but that's fine.
I think the other 2 cards we're keeping in hand are just better anyways.
Yeah, my graveyard.
No! That's a resource.
Oh well.
Hey, Kevsta, thank you for 13 months. Happy New Standard. And Insane Frink, thank you for 3 months. Appreciate it, friends.
Pretty good. Ooh, very nice.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
How much mana do we have open?
We have 4 mana.
This might seem kind of weird, but what do you think of environmental summoning just so that we can make our person a 3/4, swing in and an infuse to get it back? Maybe that's too greedy. Maybe we should
No,
get a
I
better
like that.
spell.
I like that. I like using their mana better.
We can grab the removal spell to deal with their 9/9 that they're going to have next turn.
I mean, we have Infuse, which gives
Right.
Death Touch.
That's fair.
Oh, and we have Expel. That's true. That's only if they attack with it, but still. I don't think we need to get the removal here. The removal gives them a card, and I don't love it.
Let's be aggressive. I like it. Yeah. Just make sure we have black-green open afterwards.
Maybe I should have saved that for next turn, just like... I don't know. Actually, yeah, I don't even like this attack.
Okay. All right. Let's just save it. I apologize.
No, it's fine.
Send our deck.
I just wish I'd saved it for next turn, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's be aggressive, gains 2 life.
Darwin's Folly, thank you for 46.
Hey.
Acidic Win, thank you for that resub. Welcome back. We appreciate it.
Welcome back.
Yeah, because we could have like cantripped off this turn if we had saved it.
Yeah.
All right. We know all of the information. We know everything we know about them now. They have no more secrets.
No secrets. I guess we just attack with the Professor. Sacrifice another creature, but a counter on target creature.
Only as a sorcery, though, so we don't have to worry about it. Also, they're tapped out, but doubly don't have to worry about it.
I'm going to slam with this big thing. And I think I'm going to tap it as well for greater power. Because the infuse, I think... sorry, what's up?
I almost like leaving it as a 5/5 so they had to double block.
Yeah, I didn't actually think about that. Shoot. Oh, well.
But we get to tutor again off of it, and that's fine.
Oh, it doesn't even die here, actually.
Oh!
Right.
Oh, wait, that's bad.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oh, no.
Awkward. Oh well. This is fine.
Do we get the Death Touch and Trample to assign all the damage to the face?
I think it does that automatically. I don't actually
I thought
know.
they only took 3 there.
I'm pretty sure it does that automatically. I'll turn off auto-assign combat damage just for funsies. Alright, I don't mind Umbral Juke.
Oh, they were at 13. We got the full 6 damage in. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, very cool.
I guess I just pass. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. And then depending on what happens here, if they attack with that 7/7, which I kind of doubt, but if they do, we get to get it.
I think they might only attack us in the air.
That's
Or not
fine.
at all.
I want them to attack us. Frankly, cool, great.
Because now we can expel on our turn
Yeah.
for another. Yeah. Oh.
5/5. All right. Oh, that's the Witherbloom Pledge Mage. It's so big.
Yeah, it's so much thicker than all the other ones.
Double Reckless Amplimancer's power and toughness until end of turn. They can activate that multiple times.
Yes.
All right.
Which is a little spooky.
Ooh. That's fun.
Our own 3/3 in the air?
So let's open with this.
Well, hold on. Are we going to attack? Because I like saving our spells for the turn that we attack.
I was assuming we would, but I guess maybe we Shield Mage this turn and then save both the spells?
Because, like, what's the best case scenario if we attack? We pump our Professor Oak into being a 7/7. It trades with their 7/7. And then they have a better board than us?
Hmm. Oh, they can also
They
sack
can
their...
only sack. They can only
pests.
sack at sorcery speed. They can't
Yeah.
do it right now.
Yeah.
But they can make their flyer bigger than our flyer. But then I think we kill them if they dump everything into the skies, which is good for us.
So just play the Shield Mage and pass here?
I think so. And maybe the land as well. Or how much land do we have open? If we have 3, we're fine.
We have 4.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
All right.
Yeah, because our board is bigger than their board.
So I doubt they
Ish.
attack with their Shield Mage here unless they sack stuff to go on it because our Shield Mage blocks their Shield Mage.
Yeah. So there's a chance here that maybe we can kill them in the air. If they attack with the Shield Mage, I think we just eat it. And then we make a 2/1 flyer end step, expel to pump for lethal in the air with Professor Augusta or whatever.
Oh.
All right, they have 1 card in hand now, which is bad.
I'm gonna... I think I block the Pledge Mage.
Yeah, block and then expel the 7/7.
Yeah. Or I could
Make a
Umbral Juke.
2/1? Ooh, I like make a 2/1.
Is that better? It's probably pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Dr. Boop, thank you for 52. What the bus with 87 months? Time for that book learning, son. Are you learning, son?
Did we get away with that? Okay. Oh, nice.
What's that one?
Whenever another creature you control with flying dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So we're just gonna... I'm gonna play this first, but the plan here is expel their 7/7 and slam with our flyers, and then they have to block
So-
with their flyer.
They have to block with their flyer. We have a good board. They take 4.
This seems good.
Yeah, I think we leave our 3/4 untapped and the 4/2 goes in aggressively or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's a 5/4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So we untap our.
I think we untap it because it blocks their whole board really profitably.
Yeah, and we retap. I guess it. Yeah, we should retap that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because they could eat it either way, so
Yeah.
may as well threaten more damage.
Let's put that counter on our professor.
If we look at if they swing out with everything next turn, what's the worst block we have, and can we make it better? All right.
Sometimes we take a little too long to make a decision, and the opponent isn't here for it. Not a problem.
There's always that difficult question of like, yeah, do we make our biggest thing even swoller? We spread the love around, or we just win.
Yeah, I like big trample damage, but maybe that's silly.
In this economy? Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's again. The can got me again. It's so thick. The pioneer of the canned liquid coffee in Japan. Thanks, UCC. It's just. It's so big. All right. So I'm gonna keep this. This is awkward, but we have letter of acceptance. But more importantly, we have removal for the first couple turns, so this is fine.
Like our 1, 2, 3 is. I love it. I love it.
Oh, nice. We even get a.
Hey.
We even get a 2-drop now.
Is that a bird?
The hell is that? ETB learn. Equip for 1 to black. Equip creature gets +1/+1 in lifelink. Not bad.
Our
That's
curve just got even better.
Yeah.
Because then we get to oak and keep lash up. Dang. A dirt cadaver. Thank you for 58, friend.
All right.
Wow. Yeah, we get to keep lash up when they equip next turn. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah. I don't think they block here. Oh, they blocked.
Odd.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
I
that.
would have expected them to want to equip the quill and just sling back next turn.
Yeah. For 6 mana, they can bring it back from their graveyard at as many times as they want, but that's okay.
Sure.
We're going to play a Gnarled Professor. And I'm just as happy about that. Ah.
Oh, we get to kill it.
Oh, yeah. I guess we can just kill it now.
Yeah, end step. Let's go.
Or should we wait till they equip?
I think it's fine to kill this end step.
Because we'll have mana for it next turn. We'll play the Professor and have the mana. So it doesn't actually hurt us.
I'd sometimes worry about giving the opponent time to draw more.
That's fair. Lash only deals 2. Well, I know. I would do it in response to the equip.
Kill it before it gets tougher. The world is our oyster.
Inkling summoning here?
Inky? Yeah, the more you cast Inky, the more I love it.
Like, it's a little expensive to run in your main deck, but as a lesson, I don't mind it. Man, I just realized the other day how good Pop Quiz is. Because if you look at it...
Which one's...
So, if you look at it compared...
Draw card, study, whatever?
Yeah, if you look at it compared to Divination, it's 2 and a blue, but Pop Quiz is instant speed. You draw 1 card, and then you draw a second card from cards that you have already selected to be good.
Sorry, is that a second 3-mana 2/1? And
Yes.
the first one's still in their graveyard?
Correct.
Ah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think we slam.
Yeah. And then I get to Inkling Summoning and keep up Eliminate? I love it.
Which one's Vitality? Is that the one that brings it back from the dead, or is that a different one?
Yeah, that brings it back from the dead, yeah. But if they, like, pay to put the quill on it.
Yeah.
Which I guess is what they do here. +1/+1 and lifelink. Yeah, alright. Combat Professor. That's a good card. That I can't kill with Eliminate. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're offering the trade here too. I could just trade it for an Inkling.
Keep Eliminate. They do gain 4.
No, let's just kill it.
They have 6 mana.
Ooh. Maybe I should have played that pre-combat. I don't know. Anything in here we want to...
Maybe a world in which you Silver Quill and then regrowth to get back removal spell and you hit for 1 more, but meh.
Yeah. Meh.
So the downside is they can't equip the lifelink quill and start gaining 3 in the skies.
Yeah, but I think if they do that, I think we'll just infuse with vitality for mediocre value on our Inkling to kill the combat professor. So.
I think that's fair.
Oh, DG Alternative, thank you for reminding me. Yes, I'm going to grab some JP archive cards after this. Yeah, so they'll gain 4 here. But they don't have enough...
Your line.
Yeah, they don't have enough open mana to get their spirit back this turn, so that's something, I guess.
What other information do we know? It's 2 basic lands in hand for them?
No, I don't think we know anything. They've played those lands.
Oh, the things we see are the spirits in their graveyard, right?
Yeah. We also gain 2 life.
Yeah, I don't even hate regrowth getting that back.
The infuse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what do we like better, that or eliminate? Oh, they've got something. They're thinking. They might have a first strike combat trick or something here.
That would be annoying.
If they kill it, they don't gain life, which is fine for us.
Hi, of demand. Teferi's Protection.
Why would you cast that? Why would you cast that then? They did that to save their creature.
Yeah, but hold on. Until your next turn, your life total can't change. So I can't even attack them here. Well, I can, but it doesn't do anything.
I think we just regrow our same combat trick. Or do you prefer having the crocodile out and regrow it the turn after?
I don't know.
So if we save the regrowth, if you play with the crocodile and save the regrowth, we do get a Magecraft pump for slamming a little bit harder next turn, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, they're gonna get to attack us with Combat Professor. Yeah, let's just get wider. Man, that was a weird choice of time to play Teferi's Protection. Also, Teferi's Protection. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So they go back up to 16. But we have a much thicker board here. Ooh, Cogwork Archivist is pretty scary.
That's also pretty thick. Oh, now it's the scariest. Neat.
Okay. Well, then we're just going to regrowth and get back infused with vitality and
Swing with everything.
swing
kill
with
whatever
everybody, I
blocks it.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we pump the Inkling.
I like pumping the Inkling if they decide to block there. Yeah, actually, this is fantastic because if you pump the Inkling and then they try and chump block the 2/2 with the 2/3, then you infuse with Vitality something else.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think we can slam a whole bunch. Oh my goodness, Maria's in chat. Hello.
Maria, hello. Always good to hear from you. Hope you're doing well. Oh no. Strixhaven nicknames anytime soon? Yep. It's usually a couple weeks after the set releases, and it's not technically released yet. Technically. Oh yes, do that. That's a terrific. Oh, they didn't do it. All right, well.
I mean, yeah, we still killed their 5/6.
Yeah.
And then we get in for one more point of lifelinky damage.
All right.
That Quill is kind of frustrating.
Yeah, they're gonna get to gain a lot of life again, which sucks, but this is okay.
I mean, 4. We're hitting harder than they are.
Yeah, the thing had reach, but it's dead now. Miss you too.
Miss you too, Maria.
Maria, yeah. Big time. Someday we will play Magic in the meat space again. Yeah, where is
Have we seen
Augusta?
their- oh,
Sorry, you were saying?
yeah. I was gonna say, have we seen their red drop? Ooh, a mythic. What does that do?
A lot of stuff. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may choose to. Each mode must target a different player. Target player creates an Inkling. Target player draws a card and loses a life. Target player puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature they control. But if you do one, you have to do another, and they have to target different creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So if they use it, we get something good out of it, and they put the Quill on Shadrix. Oh, they gave us an Inkling.
They gave their whole board a +1/+1 counter, and they gave us an Inkling.
All right.
So they have double strike lifelink on their side. If we draw a removal spell, do we just win?
Yeah, but I don't think we have a spell that... Oh, well, that helps.
It certainly does help.
So that'll get rid of Combat Professor, almost assuredly. But they're going to have...
It's fine, because then they don't have Vigilance. Like, getting rid of Combat Professor is actually huge.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what attack we make right now.
I don't think we can.
No? Like,
4/7 double
so
strike.
we
with
play
lifelink.
Umbral Juke. They have to sacrifice Combat Professor.
Yeah.
We swing with everything. They block our biggest thing, which is the Gnarled Professor. They go to 14. They don't gain 8 life because Gnarled Professor dies.
Yeah.
They go to 14 and we only hit for 8.
3.
Well, we hit for... I was thinking we swing out.
Yeah, if we swing out, though, they block the 5/4, and we get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But they gain 4 life, so we only connect for 4.
Yeah.
Alternate line is to wait for them to attack.
We have to do it
Hide-
before this trigger goes on the stack, though.
Oh, so it doesn't gain vigilance. That's right.
But they're going to gain 8 next turn.
Yeah. Well, they're going to gain 8 either way.
So
Well, at
do
least they
we-
don't gain 10.
Do we use this now to make them sack Combat Professor now?
I think so. I just
Yeah.
don't think we can attack, though. I just don't know.
Sucks.
I mean, up to you. If you think it's a good line. I
No,
worry
it's
about
tough.
trading
It's tough.
our best creature for 4 damage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is a good attack.
We don't have white, otherwise I'd recommend we try sacking our rock to find an answer for that thing.
Oh, shoot, you're right. This is bad. Shadrick Silver
So
Quill
if
is
they hit
very
us for
big.
if they hit us for 8, we crack back for 12, which is still not good.
No. Baleful Mastery is a card we have in our deck that would kill it. Another double striker. What the heck?
We found where they have red.
Deals combat damage to a player. You may cast instant or sorcery from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. Okay, they've only got 1, so it's not the end of the world. Star Pupil enters the battlefield with +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies, you move the counter around. Okay. That card is mediocre. So I assume they're just going to put +1/+1 counters on their whole team again.
Sure.
Yeah, they are doing that.
The good news is anything that we block their flyer with, they only gain half the life because of double strike.
Yeah. Which I think we do.
Yeah.
I don't feel like taking 10 and having them go back to 20.
Yeah. Fair.
Do we crack our letter of acceptance?
What are our outs?
Baleful Mastery.
Does it need white?
No.
Then crack it, yeah.
Oh, Expel also. Shoot. Expel is also an out, then that needs white.
Then we don't crack it.
Yeah.
we have some draws still.
Augusta. Is Augusta anything?
Hello, Augusta. Makes our booties thicker, makes our crackback better when we inevitably get there.
Plarg doesn't really dig very well because Plarg also needs the red to do it. Carpet makes a weird noise.
Yeah, Plarg would start looting the turn after. It's a rummage, it's not even a loot, which
Yeah.
is tough. So it's like we play out Augusta to have a slightly better board on our side. Augusta makes sure that Gnarled Oak doesn't die to their side when they make bigger. I don't know. This is tough. This is very.
I'm going to play Augusta. Our Professor actually gets to attack. So does our Inkling, because they untap.
Yeah. Maybe we don't attack with the Inkling just in case they don't give us one again.
No, it
so we don't
untaps,
take-
though.
Oh, you're right.
We just get in for 2.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, attack with everybody except for the 2/3. Or no, we don't want them to double block.
If
Yeah,
they could double block the Karok, yeah.
Yeah. Kirk Griffin, thank you for 92 months.
Whoa.
That's amazing. Lear, 1987, thank you for 58 months. And
Thank you.
Hubert, brand new subscriber. Welcome to the channel. Friend.
Hey. Well, huh? Oh, they must have something.
Well, they have double strike, so it does kill. They lose one of the 2, so I guess we kill their big one.
Oh, all right. Right. That's fair. I guess I forgot about that.
I mean, it's fine because we don't want them to be putting more +1/+1 counters on their double strike guys.
Yeah, we don't want that thing to get bigger and bigger and bigger, but still. Yeah, and if the star pupil dies, they can just put those counters on Shadrix.
This is quite the pickle we have here.
It is a dilly of a pickle.
I don't know if I even like activating this each turn. I would probably just be attacking with a double striker, not giving us more flyers. Oh, they gave us a blocker though.
They let us
Wait,
draw a card.
They gave them what the deuce? Okay, sure.
Well, so we have to chump with the ink. They didn't attack.
Ram, what's going on?
I don't know, but I'm okay with it.
They're not pressing the advantage.
It's okay. We're going to play this thing. We're going to play the Owlin here, and then we're going to play Archway Commons, and then we can sack our letter on a future turn.
Shep, thank you for 74.
They also don't have to activate. Like, they don't have
That's what
to
I'm
use
saying. They already
Shadrix.
have a 5/8 double strike with lifelink.
Maybe they're just trying to go wider before they start putting, wait, another Poet's Quill?
Oh, please don't put it on the flyer. Please
Folk.
remember that multiple instances of lifelink are redundant.
Folks, we're in an awful lot of trouble here. Oh, man, they're pool. I'm glad we killed the Efreet. No, our professor.
How dare they?
Our professor!
Professor Bear, come on. Hello there, friend. Big fan from Greece. First time catching you live. Thank you very much. Welcome.
Hey, what's up? You cannot do this. Opponent, you don't have to do it. That star pupil's going to be big enough to start attacking if they put counters everywhere.
What is the wording on star pupil? Do you get to move every plus
When
one,
it
plus one
dies,
counter on it?
put its counters on target creature you control, yeah.
Oh, no.
All right, we're going to crack this
no.
thing. Well, guess we're just going to do that. If we can draw Baleful Mastery, I think we crack this game wide open. If we can just get rid of Shadrix, then I think we're okay.
They're letting us draw?
I know. I love it.
I mean, we're getting tremendously unlucky,
We are.
but... Oh, they all... okay, everything is fine.
No!
We're gonna be... Hey, look, it's like James has been here the whole time.
He'll be here soon enough. I should take another break soon.
Feistier Ermine has been here for 52 months. Thank you for the support, friend.
They have every 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. They've got so many. They got so much of their land out thanks to these pilgrims and environmental sciences. They've only got 14 cards left in their library, so technically they mill out before we do.
Unless they keep making us draw. Wait, did they?
They gave us another inkling. They're in a position where they don't need to be doing this, right?
Agreed.
Oh yeah, I can scry at end of turn with my campus. I totally forgot about that. That's huge.
Heck yeah. They passed?
All right.
This is where you save Teferi's protection, right?
All right, they used that, right?
It's in exile.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Now, do we do it now?
Yeah, because I think they are gaining advantage every time they activate it. They're keeping us in the game, but they are getting stronger.
Huh.
I think we just kill it immediately.
Okie dokie.
Do we just slam in the air? What happens if we go all out in the air this one time?
So they would, let's say that they eat an inkling. They go to 18, maybe trade for another inkling. They take a bunch of damage if we leave our things tapped.
I think if we attack all out with all the 3/1 flyers and they block and trade with our two biggest ones, they take 9 and we clear the board of their skies.
So you're saying attack with them, attack with our things tapped or untapped?
Oh, tapped. The all-in damage mode. Is that good?
I don't know. I'm willing to find out.
It's not a flunge. We keep stuff on the ground. We have enough health that we're not dead on the crackback because we can chump block on the ground. And ideally, they end up blocking our biggest creatures, which will be a 4/3, a 5/3, and we crack in with 3/3/1s. Worst case scenario, they eat one of our inklings, but they take more damage that way.
So tap both of these two?
I think so.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, they can just eat the 3/4.
I'm into this.
This way, they either take more damage or they trade. And then we have air superiority.
They will have 2 creatures with lifelink next turn, thanks to the quills. But that's okay.
I think we outrace them now? I don't know, though. All right, so they take 10. They gain 5 altogether. Okay. They have 1 flyer left.
I played that land so we can scry.
Heck yeah. Good.
Because I think we still have some stuff we want to draw.
Yeah, we have the white removal spell still.
Yeah, we still have Expel. We still have Harmonize.
We still have Harmonize?
Yeah. Somewhere in these 16 cards. Ugh. You lost an owl unnecessarily? Oh, because we allowed them to trade their smaller Inkling for one of the owls. That's fair.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. Star Pupil is a problem. Let's scry now, see what we're going to draw.
I
No,
like that.
get that out of here.
Good. Okay, good. We have enough mana to replay a 2-1, but I don't think we care about a 2-1 as much.
How do you feel trading... God, they're going to gain 11 here. Maybe that attack was very bad. How do you feel about trading this Moldering Karok for their 4-3?
Yeah.
And taking 11.
Taking 11.
We gain 3 also.
Yeah, taking 8. A little bit of Rock'em Sock'em Robots back and forth here.
Yeah. I assume they just get that back and replay it and get the other planes out of their deck. They're doing pretty good with getting cards out of their library.
Yeah, we really need to exile that 6/6. Wait. What? What? Stop on upkeep. Oh!
Oh, I should have stopped on... You're right. I don't think that was
What?
very good.
It destroyed their lifelink things. It destroyed their equipment.
I don't think that was very good.
Sure, they can bring a 2-1 back, but like, is that even good?
They have 12 cards left in library, and we have 15. They're not ahead on cards in library either. You know what? I'm just going to scry now, so I don't have to keep holding this up. I'll get that out of here. I've put a stop on our upkeep, so we can scry on upkeep as well.
Love it. Love it.
They just played Devastating Mastery. I think that was a fail to find.
Yeah, I think so too.
So the remainder of their deck is all gas. I mean, yeah, it's a creature. I'm not gonna say no to a creature.
Sure.
It's a little annoying because they're probably just going to be able to race us.
I mean, we have Scry, they don't.
Yeah.
So we can dig for something bigger. Awkward.
I might have just played that for the 2-1.
Yeah, actually same, right?
I guess I want to upkeep stuff again as well. Yeah, we could still lose this game. I think they were in a much better position before that.
I agree.
But I mean, now they have us dead on board, so.
What a fun game of Magic. What a fun game
Weird,
of Magic.
yeah. Woof.
How? Oh my god, that emote.
Oh.
Oh no! We had the wrong mana up! We die!
No! Oh, we shouldn't have tapped this thing. Shouldn't have tapped Archway Commons.
Oh my god.
Man, what a game.
What a fun game. What a profoundly bizarre game of Magic that was, but that was beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, I don't feel bad about 6 wins. That's our entry back in. Good stuff. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. All right. Oh, strategic planning there.
Nice.
Oh, you see this? You see these little whoops around the little chat was saying love handles around the edge of the card here.
Yes.
That means that, so this is a rare Silver Quill Command. So that means that this is a rare archive card.
Oh.
God's willing. Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very pretty.
Hey, what's up, Shivam? Good to see you, friend.
Shivam! Hey, Snakeskin Veil. A reminder for those who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, even though the archive cards tend to appear here in the left-hand slot, they only replace a common. So you have the rare here in the middle, and normally you'd have the uncommons on either side, but the uncommon is down here, and then commons all across. And then... there we go. Oh, shoot! You know what I did wrong there?
What's that?
So James wants to fight, because James, we have to rebuild that deck.
Oh no!
Because I forgot to add it.
Oh man!
I forgot to add it to the add it to my decks.
You're gonna buy a fancy skin too, right?
Yes, I was gonna do that. 1 second.
What after?
Strixhaven collected. All right, cool.
Do we have a screenshot of the deck anywhere?
Somewhere. We should get James in the Discord call in a moment. Okay. We had an Emerald Juke, Baleful Mastery, Light Scribe, Expel, 1 Lash. We had a second Lash technically. Poet. Hey James.
Hey, what's up, James?
Yeah, I've been here for a few minutes, but I guess you couldn't hear me.
You weren't in the Discord a moment ago. I looked over. I think you were in the wrong channel, maybe.
Yeah.
Shadewing Laureate.
I restarted to fix it,
Summoning,
so.
That thing was over there. We had a squad. We had 2 of those. Nope, not 3 of them. I'm just quickly and awkwardly rebuilding the deck because I forgot to save it. Professor. Oh yes. 2 of those. Did we have 2 of those in the main? I don't remember.
I thought you did. Yeah.
Karok for sure. Infuse.
No, I think we gotta. You had the 1 land that ETB taps and you have to pay 1 mana for. Plarg. Don't forget Plarg.
Oh, can't forget Plarg.
Part of the deck.
That thing. We had 2 of those in there. We had that thing in there. We had that thing. So it's the first 7 cards. Oh, that's the sideboard. You can only have 7 cards in the board.
Oh, here we go, Remy. All right, I got you.
Oh,
I got you.
Picture.
So
Awesome.
we have a
Thank you.
photo.
Oh.
All right, from right to left, in the main board, you had 1 Lash of Malice.
Yeah.
Leonin Light Scribe.
I gotta select the format here. Gotta call it historic, I think. Yeah, Light Scribe.
Arrogant Poet.
Yeah.
Eliminate.
Oh, right. So how do we get those? Is there a thing for Mystical Archive? There is. Perfect. Okay.
1 Regrowth.
Yep.
1 Scurrid Colony.
Yep. Which we never saw.
2 copies of Silver Quill Apprentice.
Yeah.
1 Infuse with Vitality.
Got that. Oh, I got the picture here. So we need Plarg. We've got Expel, Umbral Duke, Pledge Mage, Shadewing Laureate. Oh yes, the Letter of Acceptance.
Yeah.
Which is disappeared. There it is.
We're missing Harmonize for 4 drops. Otherwise, I think you've nailed it.
Where's my Harmonize? There it is.
And then lands, you had 5/5/5, and then the non-basics. Oh, we're still missing Plarg.
Yeah, I gotta find. Oh, there's Plarg. Good old Plarg.
Hey, Parenting Owl, thank you for 51 months, friend. Thank you for the great content, keeping me entertained at 12:30 a.m. BST while my son struggles to sleep. Teeth, teeth, teeth.
Oof, teeth. I guess actually I need to call this not historic. I need to call this what? Friendly direct game? Is that what we call it?
I think direct game is the generic one, yeah.
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 Yeah, I think direct game is right.
Actually, wait. There we are. So James, you are playing a deck that you just you drafted or sealed rather?
No, it's sealed. It's sealed.
Cool. Invalid deck. What?
It was a 60 card format you saved it as.
Oh, whoopsies. Where the hell did it go?
You called it sealed. So I think if we search for that.
Sorry, chat. I understand how arena works. I thought it was direct. I guess limited. I guess I'll just say limited.
Sure.
All right.
There.
Prediction is up. Who's gonna win? Let's go.
Hang on, I gotta
Alright, well,
go spend.
James
I gotta go
Graham, I
spend
might
company
hop up
money
so
on.
you two can-
Oh no! Hang around, Serge. Unless you need to
Hang
take off or
I need
wish to
to
take
pee.
off. That's
All
totally
right,
fine.
You know what? I'm gonna use the washroom. I'll be right back.
All right. Natural order. Do I have any of these? No. Oh. They aren't selling the style for any of the ones I have, unless they are and I missed it. Darn. Oh well. All right. Okay. Send that challenge again. Checking your lessons? Yeah, the lessons were in the board. They should be anyway, because that's where I
Yeah,
put
we don't
them.
have time for that, so
Yeah,
right.
lessons are there.
should be good.
All right. I accept. Best of one. All right.
I mean, we only have 14 minutes, so.
Oh, good point. Hey, what's up next?
Tinker Tailor
Ah, what's Ian doing this evening?
building some Lego,
All right.
some Lupin the Third Lego, I think specifically.
Interesting. This seems fine. This is keepable. Oh, James is going to school.
Let's go with anatomy.
Expanded anatomy. Okay. Wait, is Serge still there? I'm not sure I could take it if Serge is gone. No, Serge had to go to the bathroom. He has stepped away. Just to be safe. Yeah, alright. This is
All right,
fine.
I'm back.
Hello. Hey, what the?
That's so rude.
That's so
Wow, I
rude.
came here just to see the disrespect.
Show me your secrets.
That's so
I also
rude.
like making him sack the 1/1 in response. Be like, yeah, get him.
I was tempted to do that. I don't think that's the right play, but against James, I was
Oh,
tempted
God,
to do
no.
it.
But it's the spiteful play,
Yeah.
right?
So, James, apart from thinking that it was Wednesday and forgetting that you're supposed to be on stream with me here, how's your day been?
Pretty good.
Good.
I don't know anything about this format. I'm just gonna take the card that has 2 cards on it.
That's reasonable, I think. Don't worry, I only ever play one side of that card in this deck, but it's a very good side, so I think you made the right call there.
James had the inside track on the 10-minute discourse on Plarg, so.
Oh, right. Right, I guess you would have been listening to that already. Awkward. That's fine. This is fine. Ink to the skies.
Can
Haha.
I share a lovely personal anecdote while we talk about Magic plays real quick?
Please.
As I was walking back to the computer, I was like, oh, Joe, when I'm done with the Magic things, we should order pizza. And she's like, you know what, Serge? I already ordered pizza. It'll be here for 5.
It's great when you're on the same level with someone like that.
I mean, being together with somebody for 12 years, right?
Yeah, and in particular this last year more than most.
She just shouted 13 from the other room. Uh-oh.
Well, again, this last year,
Yeah, does 2020 count?
yeah. 2020 and then 2020 bonus rounds. How long of what the? Wait, what?
Hold on. Huh? Cool.
Destroy
Alright,
each
alright.
non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Wow.
Did you go Silver Quill? No.
Cool. You don't get to pick
no, what?
with
Yeah.
Arena.
Oh, right. It's sealed. It's
Yeah.
not a pre-release. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Of course.
Yeah.
My crocodile has mold. Sorry. I forgot to put it back in the fridge the other week, and that's what happened.
Not smell.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, don't stand downwind. Is mana value the new term for mana? Mana value is the new term for converted mana cost. Because it is shorter and makes more sense to new players. I am told. I think it makes perfect sense to me. I think it's a good change. All change is frightening and scary, but I think this is a good change. Is that your
You
second?
don't like rumbling in with the 3/3 there?
No, not when he can just block. He probably wouldn't just trade off the arrogant poet, but I don't love it. Yeah.
What? Your own 3/3?
Hardly fair.
Right.
Hardly fair.
What was your final record with this deck? 6-3?
Yeah. So pretty good.
Maximum value.
All
Maximum value.
I knew that was going to happen.
All right.
We need to recall that the 1 for 2.
Yeah.
You can play one spell and we get 2 of theirs.
The Warbo said, someone from WotC did tweet, if you like, you can call it converted mana cost while you play type 2. No one will stop you. Right, type 2. How long has it been since it was called type 2? What is type 2? It's
Googling
what
now.
it's what they used to call standard. Ooh, very good. Nice, James. Huh.
I love 2 mana overpowered creatures that have ridiculous downsides.
2
Yeah.
mana,
It's really cool.
2 mana
Yeah.
doggo.
Give me a Scythe Tiger or whatever that thing was called.
Yeah, Scythe Tiger. Plant dog. I love that the plant dog is canonically in the art eating a pest, which is exactly what you just did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you have 3 copies of Hunt for Specimens? I don't even know if that's good.
I have 4 copies of Hunter Specimen.
Okay, let me reiterate. I don't think that's good.
I don't
How
think
many
it is
lessons
either.
do you have?
Sorry?
How many lessons do you have?
I mean, I have more, but I can't cast any of them. So, let's get this one.
Bold. All right, good. 2 mana, 1/1.
What?
Oh, the red rare. Okay.
Can you ever cast this card in the deck?
No. But I have it now.
Amazing.
Oh, right. I just tried to click on the Thopter on the side and it minimized the window because I'm watching a Discord call, not playing on Arena. Hey, if you make him discard a card at random, he's got you, G.
True. He's got coverage for that. Yeah. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get back. This one. Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna go all out, but I was tempted to swing with the Karok as well, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I forgot. You can just not do the... You can not look for a lesson, and then you get to rummage.
Wait, what?
The other mode, yeah, if we read Learn.
Learn has a whole
All of
thing. Yeah, Learn is, you may reveal a lesson card you went from outside the game, put it into your hand, or...
Oh, what?
Yeah!
I had no idea.
You should, there's these really two friendly dudes who make a judge video that goes with all the rules mechanics.
Like, wait, learning rewards reading? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Shoot.
I had forgotten until this moment, because it brings up the thing right away. You would have to, like, actively say, like, no, don't do that.
Yeah. Oh.
On the plus side, James, your misplay encouraged a brand new sub from KMDL 1066. So, you know, just saying.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
All right.
What changed this turn?
We've only got 5 minutes left.
A good, honest answer. All right. I like it.
Hey, Holiday MD. 88 months says
And
it's
that
sub
brings us-
time.
Brings us to 69 subs on the day.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice. Oh, big play.
Oh, the big play. Dang.
All right. I do like big play. Is this in queue? No. This is we finished the sealed event. Finished the sealed event. We went 6-3 with the deck, and then James. This is a sealed deck that James built that we're just fighting with. But now, let's go looking for cards.
Oh, God.
Adam YMHMI has been here for 50 months, the half year. Sometimes you just have to send a message about what you opened in your pool. Utility be damned.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The same. I accept. No, don't. No. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, search your library for a creature with lesser mana value. James has a mana value of 2.
James, it's a 2-drop. Well, these other creatures are tokens, so I guess.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. He could have a hit here.
I can't even remember if I do.
How many 1-drops?
But, like, nope, sure don't.
Oh, no.
I couldn't remember, and I was like, well, I gotta do it, because otherwise I'm
Could you
super
target
duper screwed.
Graham's card with that, out of curiosity?
Choose target creature.
Oh, I
When
could have.
that creature
no!
dies, search your
No!
library. Oh, that's why it's rare.
Oh, damn it.
Wow.
Whatever. Yo, set just came out. We're all still learning.
We're
It's
learning
fine.
a lot.
It's fine.
Uh-oh. The
Hey, Key to
Spectre.
Victory, thank you for those 100 biddies. Hello, Lur, sending love and wanted to say thank you. Thank you.
Come on and slam.
I also like attacking with the 1/1 there.
Why not? Yeah, that's reasonable.
Seems fine.
Yeah, now I think I just do that. Just that all occurs. We both gain
Pest,
life.
Pest.
Woo!
You know what? I'm gonna do this now, in
I like
case
that.
I feel like casting or playing this planes. That also counts.
Oh, cool. I've never seen this before. If you look in chat and you have a prediction, it shows you which side they predicted for.
Yep.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
we can see the majority of people currently chatting all voted for Graham.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it because more people voted for Graham?
Yeah, it's heavily skewed.
Oh. Or could it be that most people who voted for James are now sad and silent?
I mean, I have 15,000 on me. No. Oh. Crap. Oh, I don't even have a good attack or block here.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oofa.
Red for that wrath?
Is that a wrath? Is that what that does? Oof. Wow. Of course you had to draw land. That's just like...
Yeah.
That's Arena having a good sense of humor, I guess. Sir Harridan for 63 months. I finally hit Golden Constructed with my Jotun tribal deck. Thanks for all the help. Well, you're welcome. Hey, that's going to do it for LRRMTG today. Thanks for the game, James.
Thank you.
Thanks, Serge, for hanging out for a bunch of the time. Appreciate that.
Oh, my pleasure.
And yeah, hopefully y'all are enjoying Strixhaven. A reminder, LRRMTG is brought to you by Card Kingdom. Check out cardkingdom.com/LRR. It's been, what did you say, James? 10 years?
Close. It would be. It's like it's a little over. It's about 9.5 years since we struck up a deal. Which, by the way, I didn't say this in the tweet, but back then the deal was literally like Dan literally said it. There's no contract. This email is basically just a contract.
Right.
Good enough for you. It's good enough for us. And I was like, all right.
The deal was every time a set came out, because it was just you and I were.
It was
you and I streamed, and that was the only stream that we did. We did a Magic stream,
Correct.
and it was every set that came out, you and I would get a booster box each.
We'd get the variety pack. So we would each get a booster box, a fat pack, as they were called back then, and all of the intro decks.
Right. Yeah.
And that was our payment back in 2012.
It's better now. Anyway, check out cardkingdom.com/LRR. Ask for a button. It's a joke about snow. There's other buttons coming as well. They're a fun place. Let them know we sent you. That is going to do it for today. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Shout outs to our last two subs there, Ninja Theory Ashrams for 86 months and Wolveroo for 20 months, who says, woohoo, new set. If you're watching live, stick around. Tinker Tailor Salter Fry is up next. Don't go away. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.